I'm at the yard of Cliffy Miller and I'm going to have a chat to Nick Paddock about the runners that will be stepping out on Friday. In race 3, 2 of them get the yard underway. Cheerful Charlie B. Now he settled well last time out and he ran on very well accordingly. I do think it looks as if he can be competitive here. He'll be joined by Deputy Targaryen, who'll be stepping out to have only the second start of his career, but it is off a lengthy 9.5-month break.
Yeah, we gave him Deputy Targaryen, we gave him quite a bit of time to mature. He's still very dumb and he doesn't quite know he's a racehorse yet. So we've given him the time and he's going to need this badly, and we're going to hoping for the best and hope for a bit of improvement. Charlie B, he's doing really well at home. You know, he's always knocking there and thereabouts. You know, he's going to crack a maiden sometime. Competitive type of maiden race. I think it's going to be a race full of direct winners out of it. You know, I think Gavin's horse is probably the horse to beat. But you know, he's doing well. He was running around a little bit. So, you know, if he just keeps a little bit straighter and decides to run on again, I think he'll be a nice runner, a good runner, and he'll be right on top of them.
Moving to race 5, and another duo of runners step out. Decree, now I do think his post-maiden run, not a true reflection of what he's truly capable of. He did leave the maidens very, very easy. Behind us is Wordsworth. He'll be running alongside Nick. I know he was a little bit disappointing last time out. Prior to that, super competitive form, and I'm sure we can expect a lot better.
Yeah, his Wordsworth run was quite head-scratching at the end of the day. You know, he was holding solid form, and I thought he'd be a big tougher run in that race. And I didn't think he'd miss the first 3, and he ran appallingly. You know, hoping for.
You say that it was 4 lengths. I know you were disappointed, but 4 lengths, it was still a fair effort.
It's fair enough, but it wasn't good enough for me that day. So we expect a bit better of him, and I do think he can get into the mix here. You know, he's doing exceptionally well at home. He's over all the nonsense that he was busy with, and I think he'd be a nice runner, and throw him into your quartets and trifectas and pick sixes, all the exotics. And Decree, the last time, I don't quite know what to say about it. I was nothing short of flabbergasted and lost for words. I didn't think he could run last, and I didn't think he could run 16 lengths off them. You know, I thought he'd go very close to winning. I can't be that bad of a judge. But he came back and he was coughing, and the scopes weren't too good, and the blood work wasn't the greatest. So we put it up to that, and we have treated him for that. And he's doing exceptionally well at home, and you know, has to go in again. Give him another chance. He's worth another chance. He's a very nice little horse.
And another 2 runners will close for the yard in race 6. Now, Marshmallow, a naturally pacey individual. She is a previous course and distance winner. She'll be joined by Bretty. Merit rating has fallen all the while, and she actually ran on really well in her last start.
Yeah, ran on nicely to a point. She's coming down to the right type of rating now. She's going to start getting really competitive now. We're going to give her a 12. I know Kajedi said next time just maybe give her a 14. That's why we've gone 12 up the grass. So hoping for the best, and keep an eye on her when she does go a little bit further maybe, and throw into quartets if you've got wider perms, and maybe just keep an eye on her. And Marshmallow, you know, she showed a lot of speed after a break. She normally does. If you go back when she came off a break, she also showed a lot of speed. And second run's normally a bit on the flat side, but this will be a final prep run for a race in about 3 weeks' time, and we'll keep a good eye on her there.
That's a great breakdown from Nick. It's much appreciated.